So I've been doing dropshipping for about a week and a half now, and I already have a game plan on exactly how I'm going to scale my store. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. If you're new here, my name is Alex, and I've been documenting my journey going from zero to $100,000 a month with dropshipping. So there's a lot of cool little updates and things I want to talk about as always. But before we dive into that, there are timestamps down below. You feel free to skip around the video. Something I like to do at the start of these videos is morning mindset. So I like to share some of my mindset going into my journey, reflecting on my journey up to this point. So let's dive straight into it, man. I feel really good. So here's a little update on everything. The first store that I took from 0 to 1,000 in revenue the first week, if you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the last video. I'm pausing that store right now. Why? So the logistics on that store it doesn't make much sense for me right now. And it's really hard trying to find a supplier to try to cut down the price to fulfill that product to my customers. So it is priced right now, I'm finding for like $50-ish. And it's like I have to charge almost twice that to really have margins to be able to run ads and actually make it profitable at around 20-25% margin. So in saying that, I've now transitioned into a new product. I actually tested another product before this product I'm on now. I tested it for like a day, got a couple of quick sales. It was really cool, but I didn't like where the data was going, and it started to become unprofitable really quickly. And I'm gonna talk about why in more detail later on. But what I kind of learned and what I've kind of settled on is targeting already existing products in already well-known niches. That's kind of the thing for me. And I don't really mean already existing products that are super saturated that everyone's doing, but products that are notable in the space. And I'm going to try to target a different type of person in that market space. For example, one example of this is like boxing gloves, right? Boxing gloves, there's so many brands that sell different boxing gloves. They're probably really saturated, or the niche itself isn't saturated, but it's probably dominated by a certain amount of brands. But I've recently seen like a company sell boxing gloves to women specifically, right? So that's kind of the angle I'm going to be taking, where I'm going to be taking existing products and looking to try to find different marketing angles to sell it to different people within that subsection or a completely different gender altogether. That's kind of the goal there. I'll break that down in more detail, but more of my focus and the thing that I want to spend a little bit of time on here at Morning Mindset is like the importance of pivoting and moving quickly. Like I've mentioned multiple times now throughout the series, I've joined a lot of different Discords and online communities and courses, and I get to see and hear from people and kind of go through and see their journey and some of the things that they're going through, right? Because they'll ask questions and I pay close attention to stuff like that just so I can know what to avoid potentially. But something I realized, and I don't know if this is a younger demographic issue or maybe just people in general, but people get caught up and they get frustrated or stuck on certain points in the journey and they spend too long on things. Rather than pivoting and changing quickly, I noticed that they'll struggle with their website issue and they'll let that bother them for weeks on end, or won't really try, or they'll quit or pause because they're running into an issue and it's just like easier to not try than to try to overcome it or transition or pivot. And I say this because like I feel like I'm progressing really quickly because I'm not caught up on a product. I'm not caught up on a strategy. I'm just kind of going and kind of taking and doing as the wind brings me, right? If I face an issue, I'll find another solution. If I am getting caught up on a problem, I'll try to find a solution. If I can't, then I'll pivot to something else. So this is very important, right? If you want to be successful in dropshipping and business in general, or in just in life, don't get so caught up on the issues that you're facing. Try to make the best of what you can do with that, and keep pivoting and keep trying to find other solutions and alternatives, because there's a way, man. There's a solution, there is a way. And I keep going through so many different problems, but as I go through these problems, I'm keep finding new solutions, which is always really nice. So that's kind of the game plan there for me. I've kind of landed on this point now where I'm pretty satisfied with the product that I've found. I'll bring you into the back end of it all and show you the process of me developing and finding this offer and this product. Again, I'm not going to reveal the product to you guys quite yet, but I really like it because I did some data hunting and I saw some competitors that are doing really good. I saw the Google Trends data that looks really good, but something I haven't seen, or I've seen little signs that this can really work and I can really blow this up is that I'm noticing that this particular product isn't marketed to a certain type of person in the market space that I'm going after, which is the problem solving market space, products that solve problems, right? So I'm going to be trying that angle, and I'm going to show you something really cool that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a tool called Viral Ecom Ads to get UGC creators to create videos for me for a really cheap price. And I'm going to be running these ads up. Um, I'm looking forward to it because actually the owner of Viral Ecom Ads hit me up. He's like, dude, loving the journey that you're going on. I'm loving the mission. I definitely want to work out some type of partnership with you. So I'm going to be bringing you guys in the back end pretty soon and showing you a really cool strategy you can use to scale the crap out of your dropshipping store. A lot of you beginners are struggling with the concept of getting video creatives for your ads, right? Most of you might look at it from this perspective, right? Like, if I'm going to do dropshipping, I need the product in hand because I got to make the videos. Another portion of you guys are saying, okay, maybe I could just borrow or steal someone else's videos, edit it up, and run that as ads as well. Let me tell you right now, as someone that has tried that option there where I'm just kind of taking people's ads, piecing them together and trying to launch them on other platforms, these platforms are getting smart, man. I've lost another ad account because I took some ads that I saw and some videos that I saw, and I kind of edited and altered it a little bit so it's not the exact same thing, and my ad account got banned. Now I have another ad account already sitting ready, waiting to go, and I got frustrated because I want to run some TikTok ads, but all the best creatives come from TikTok, so I can't use the TikTok videos on TikTok to run TikTok ads because the platform's going to know, detect it, and ban me. So I'm going to be using Viral Ecom Ads. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like in a moment here. That's my strategy for scaling the crap out of my store. That's the method I'm going to use because I feel like I have a really good product. I spent a lot of time, bro. I spent the entire day yesterday building my new website because I wasn't just building it. I was learning how to build new features and functions inside my website, right? So I'll break that down in a moment. But to make this mindset focused, like, guys, listen to me, man. This shit isn't easy. Right, and it's not supposed to be easy. Like, there's a reason why only a certain percentage of people succeed. But once you crack the code on this shit, man, I'm telling you, like, as someone that hasn't done it yet, I just keep talking to other successful dropshippers, and they keep telling me, like, bro, you're going through the same shit we all went through. Like, trust me, stick with it. Because when you crack the code and you get to a point where you can generate $500,000 a month, even $100,000 a month, 200,000, 300, 500,000, or even $1 million a month, and you're walking home, you're taking home 25 to 35% profit margins on your store, bro. There's nothing better in this world than being able to just make money just doing, nothing basically, right? Like, you have a couple of things that you manage each day, but that's it. You can have a multiple six-figure month store working only 4 hours a week. You hire a VA to manage customer service, and then you're good to go. And I'm striving for that, and it's not something that everyone will have the opportunity to accomplish. So that's why I'm striving so hard to make sure I do find success with this, man. I'm not going to give up no matter what, bro. So that's kind of the game plan there for me. But I'm going to take you guys into the back end. I'm going to show you some data points, and I'm going to show you how to use Viral Ecom Ads. I really think every dropshipper, especially for those of you that don't want to be creating fucking videos all day long, should be using this service, bro. It's like actually a steal because you get top tier creators making videos for you. So you don't have to do it. And then I'm going to show you exactly how to use it and everything. It's really cool. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to finish charging up my car here, and then I'm going to take you on over to my computer and show you some of the back end stuff. All right, boys. So this is Viral Ecom Ads, and this is one of the ways I'm going to scale up quickly, right? Like, the hardest part about this entire process of dropshipping, once you get past like building a website and stuff like that, will be just getting really good creatives to help scale your store and convert into more customers, right? And I was lucky enough, I was able to be able to connect with the owner of Viral Ecom Ads, and he's hooking us up with a really cool way for all of us to like kind of make a ton of money. He has a discount code for my community specifically to get you guys 10% off, which is really sick. But let me actually just show you how powerful of a tool this is and why this is so cool. So if you go on Viral Ecom Ads or click the link in the description, you can land on this website here, and they will make winning ad creatives for you for any product that you have. And the cool thing about it is the quickness in how they will deliver and the quality of that as well. So like, they have a couple different packages depending on what you need and depending on the platform you're running. But they have different variations, and they have like a VIP member versus non-VIP members, and the payment rate is right here. But I've had a couple people reach out to me like, yo, dude, how are you getting content? Or I'm struggling with content because I can't film the product, or if it's going to take too long to get shipped to me, or I'm promoting a product or selling a product that I, as a man or a woman, wouldn't be able to promote, right? Because it's for the opposite gender. So if you're anyone like that and you're trying to get things going, and creatives and making videos is your hardest thing, really highly recommend looking into these guys. Been able to talk to their team, and it's really cool. And I'm also in their Discord as well. But dude, go to their examples. I went through their example stuff, and this is what made me actually want to look at it. I looked at their example list, and I was not aware that their most viral, like the most viral like ads I've been seeing for dropshipping products over the last like couple of weeks here, all came from these guys. Like these guys have been the ones making a lot of these viral ad creatives for these different products, and they have women, men, which is really cool. They have Facebook, TikTok ads here too. Like I remember seeing this product, this like thing for women in their like cramps and stuff like that. I remember seeing this, and I remember seeing this exact person. I didn't realize the people at Viral Ecom Ads made this. They also do image ads as well. This ad, I remember these slippers going insanely viral. I didn't realize that they made this. They even do AI stuff too, which is converting really well. And then they do the standard UGC stuff as well. So these guys are like the go-to people. And let me show you how easy it works, right? So they have a submit form. You can't just submit stuff unless you sign up. I believe their lowest membership tier is like $50 a month. And you get like a certain amount of ad creatives, which is really cool. So you just don't go in, you start filling out the form, you put your name and all that stuff, and it's not gonna let me. So cool. Then I'll type in my product name, right? And then this is the cool part, right? Like they give you all these options to pick from. Like you can pick from any of these variations of styles that you want. So depending on what you're looking to do, you can literally just pick from this. And then you go from here. If you want to do a male voiceover, female voiceover, if you want some additional add-ons, you could do that as well for like 15, 20 bucks. And then if you want to get quick delivery, you can do that as well. And then at the end, then you submit your information, and then you can pay and everything like that. And then of course you can give them examples. So if there's a viral video that's doing really well for you, or you see it doing really well for somebody else, you can literally tell them, hey, copy this script, or here's the script for an ad that's doing really well, go remake it. And then they could remake it with your brand and your product, which is just so cool. Like I did not realize a tool like this even existed. So highly recommend for those of you struggling and not knowing what direction to go and take with creative work. Definitely check out these guys. You can use code Alex10 in the description. You'll get 10% off. And then, or you can just click the link in the description. Both work. But dude, it's so sick. So sick. So I put in a request now. I should be getting some ad creative soon. And then I'm going to be launching some ads tomorrow morning for this new product that I'm kind of testing here. So if you've been following me on Instagram, I've been trying to keep you guys up to date with different things that I'm doing. So the main product that I took from 0 to 1,000 in revenue in the first week, I'm putting that on hold right now because I'm waiting to contact a distributor or supplier that can cut the product price in half. Right now, the issue I'm facing with is just the cost of goods on it is just too expensive. So I have to mark up the price a lot, and it's just not worth that amount. So in the meantime, I'm testing a couple different other products I've been kind of, quickly flipping and testing. This product here did really solid. I did 119 in sales in the first like day or two. But the ad creatives like started getting really expensive, so I just paused it. But the data on this looked really good. I feel like I could have gone back and maybe optimized a little bit more, but my eyes got intrigued by a different product that I think has better long-term potential. So right now I just finalize that store and everything, and I'm going to be officially getting ready to launch that later tomorrow morning. I'm going to be officially ready to launch that. So we're going to give that like a 3-4 day test and see how that looks, and then hopefully next week we'll be able to like finally get situated on a personal product that can do really good, and then focus on scaling. My Meta ad account just today got approved for more spend. So I think I have like $790 in available daily spend now. Before I was capped at like $50. So scaling up and testing quickly was not a possibility for me, but now it finally is. So I'm excited about that as well. As far as that, guys, it's only been a couple of days since the last check-in and update. There hasn't been much else. One thing I want to do continuously is I keep answering questions for you guys. So please, if you have any questions, leave a comment on this video or shoot me a message on Instagram. Either one works. I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. The biggest question I get all the time is sourcing questions. Like, what supplier do you use? How do you contact an agent or a supplier? And the tool I use is AutoDS. All right, cool. So I was getting ready to show you AutoDS, and we got hit with this message. So this is the first time I'm seeing this message on AutoDS. I am aware of what's going on in politics here in the U.S., and I am aware that the new tariffs Trump has put on China has affected dropshipping, which is really interesting. So we're seeing this live, right? This is my reaction to this live on AutoDS. So it says here, as we return from the Chinese New Year holiday, which, by the way, this has been a nightmare to deal with as a new time dropshipper because I kind of have to sit and wait for these guys to come back from holiday to contact them. But it seems like they're back now. New U.S. tariffs are now in effect for sourcing shipments from China, expected to last at least a month. What this means for you. Additional charges may apply to U.S.-bound shipments. Fees will be billed after processing based on carrier invoices. Tariff policies vary by carrier. We understand this may be disruptive and we'll keep you updated. So all this really means to me is that I'm going to be charging my customers more, right? So these tariffs are happening because Trump wants China to pay more money to import products to us. So this unfortunately means as dropshippers, right, like a lot of people believe their margins are going to be cut slim even more. And technically it will be if you don't know what you're doing. My goal is just to charge a tax on my products. So it's going to suck a little bit. That might hurt conversions and also drop offs in my conversion rate. But ultimately speaking, I'm not going to eat into my margins. I'm going to up the price a little bit more. And I think people will still find a way to pay if you're selling the right type of product, right? Like if you're selling a problem-solving product, people will be willing to pay whatever price. So this is the first time I'm seeing this, which is really cool. We're all reacting to this together. But this is the tool that I use called AutoDS. And what this does is it allows you to automatically get your products fulfilled and sourced through their team. So obviously the way dropshipping works is someone puts an order on your store, they'll give you their credit card information and their address to ship the product to. What I've done is I've used this tool that I pay, I think it's like 39 or 40 bucks a month. And what they'll do is they'll help you find and source products, or they'll have products already waiting for you to use. And then what they'll do is they'll take care of all the back end for you. You connect it to your store directly and they will start to fulfill the orders. So anytime an order comes in, they'll use your balance here at the top right hand side that you put on the website. They'll use this balance here and they'll purchase the product on your behalf and ship it to the customer. So you really don't have to do much besides click a couple buttons and monitor it a couple times throughout the day. So that's really it. It's really, really cool. And I recommend everyone use something like this. If you're going to be, and what they do is they pull the data and the products directly from Aliexpress, CJ Dropshipping. So they still use those tools. They just automate it for you. So you as the dropshipper, you're not sitting around trying to figure this all out on your own, So that's kind of the game plan there. But yeah, guys, it's kind of slow last couple of days. A lot of the momentum came in week one. We're in week two now, halfway through week two. A little bit slower, right? And like this is the honest, transparent truth of the journey. Like you're gonna have some high weeks, some low weeks, and that's okay. I'm kind of back in rebuild mode, and I think we're gonna be getting ready to take off next week. I think next week is when things start to pick back up. We'll see. And if it doesn't, we continue to pivot. Regardless of what happens, we're in a better position today than we were yesterday, right? Ad spend on Facebook has just increased. I have a cool partnership here with Viral Ecom Ads. I'll be able to source and get really good creatives for my products. This tariff stuff kind of sucks, but if it's a $3 tariff, like extra fee on products, I'm just gonna mark up my products an extra $3. And it's gonna suck, but hey, that's consumerism. At the end of the day, people will still buy stuff if it solves a problem, regardless of the price. So that's gonna be kind of the game plan there for me, and then. Yeah, I'm going to be kind of testing both TikTok and Meta at the same time to see which platform kind of has better conversions and stuff like that. So we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of the journey, man. I don't really have much to update you guys on. Hopefully you guys are still following along and enjoying everything as we go. If you have any particular questions, please let me know. And then, yeah, wishing you guys all the best of luck. We'll be back in a couple of days. I'll probably take the weekend to just kind of consolidate some data and some information and let things momentum build up here. And then I'll be able to hit you guys up with a new video on like Monday or so, breaking down everything and keeping you up to date. So yeah, that's kind of the game plan. But see you guys on the next video. Take care.